Senator for Courtenay-Alberni.
Motion, the way it's read, it's calling it a carbon tax emergency, Madam Speaker. Right now, we're seeing global ocean temperatures higher than ever in history. We had 100 dormant fires in northern Alberta for the first time in our history. On Vancouver Island, where I live, we're 54% below the average snowpack, Madam Speaker, like most of British Columbia. There's drought-like conditions right across the prairies. That's an emergency, Madam Speaker. That's called a climate emergency. And I'm going to read a quote from Sandy Garasino. She was at the energy talks in Parksville. It's real quick, Madam Speaker. She says, please stop talking like a teenager trying to get out of doing the family chores. And that was directed at Conservatives, Madam Speaker. And through you, Madam Speaker, to my colleague, is he going to offer any solutions today to tackle the climate emergency, or is he going to continue to try to get out of doing his chores like everybody else?
Member for Miramichi-Grand Lake.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, I find it interesting coming from a party where obviously the members are literally running to retire because they've sold their soul. And now they don't want to face that in the doorstep. And I get that because they sold their soul and now they're going to have to deal with it at somebody's doorstep. So he talked about forest fires. You know, in New Brunswick, we had a lot of forest fires as well. And then some statistics came out. 97.6 or 8% of all forest fires in New Brunswick were started by human beings, by human error, and by arsonists. So in my province, we can't attribute none of our forest fires to this climate agenda that the Liberals have. No, it's not false. It's actually true. And I know that it goes against everything you spread because, I mean, listen, every time we have somebody murdered with a knife, they're calling for gun control. No one can even understand any of them anymore.